Hello, friends. We're back to the lesson 1, the world we live in. How old is our Earth? Let us take a small recap. Only recently, geologists have come to the conclusion that the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. The Earth may be a very small part of the universe, but for us, it is very big. We cannot see even a thousandth part of it at a time. For example, we cannot see London or Tokyo at the same time. We cannot even see beyond our neighborhood while standing at a fixed place on the land. Naturally, we cannot see all of the Earth at the same time. We see it only in maps or as a globe. But before we start learning about the globe and the imaginary lines on it, let us see the need to it. We all have house numbers and addresses to the place we live in. This helps the delivery person to reach us easily. Similarly, Google Maps help us find a place and reach our destination conveniently. It shows the turns, directions, live traffic and road conditions, the alternate routes, and it even redirects us if we fall on the wrong route. For this, Google Maps uses a lot of latitude and longitude data. Let us learn about these imaginary lines on our Earth, the latitudes and the longitudes. But before that, let us understand that our planet looks like this. It actually really have no lines on it. The lines that we are going to study are only imaginary lines that the geologists, that the scientists have drawn to the convenience of knowing and learning more about the Earth. This is the model of the Earth, the globe. The most important line is the axis that passes through its center from the North Pole to the South Pole. The Earth's axis is tilted 23.5 degrees from the plane of its orbit. The most important latitude is the equator. The equator is given the value 0 degrees and it runs right across the center of the Earth and it divides the Earth in two equal halves, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now the lines running parallel to the equator are called latitudes or the parallels of latitude. Parallel lines never meet. The distance between them is always the same. These latitudes are numbered up to 90 degrees to the north and 90 degrees to the south. These latitudes become smaller and smaller circles towards the north and the south poles. The next very important latitude is the Tropic of Cancer because this latitude runs across our country and it is 23.5 degrees to the north. The third important latitude is the Tropic of Capricorn. It is 23.5 degrees towards the south. There are two more circles, the Arctic Circle in the north and the Antarctic Circle in the south. The Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle are 66.5 degrees to the north and to the south. The Arctic Circle is 66.5 degrees towards the north and the Antarctic Circle falls 66.5 degrees to the south. The next very important imaginary line is longitude. So we are going to study about longitudes now. Longitudes are also called meridians. These are the imaginary lines which are drawn from North Pole to South Pole. The word meridian means the midday sun. All places on the meridian will have the midday sun at the same time. The line that passes through Greenwich near London is given the 0 degree value. This line is called Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. All the longitudes meet at the poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. They are not parallel. the longitudes are drawn to the east and to the west of the prime meridian. Now that we have studied the latitudes and the longitudes, we can easily make out how the equator divides the earth in the northern and the southern hemisphere, and how the longitudes divide the earth in western and eastern hemisphere. On the globe, we will find latitudes and longitudes crossing each other, forming a pattern of checks. This is called a grid. You can see here the equator and the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn being cut through the prime meridian, and many other grey lines from North Pole to the South Pole. This grid here helps Google Maps or anyone on the earth find and reach a particular place anywhere on the globe, anywhere on the earth. Your assignment today is to take a pencil and an orange and make a tiny globe, your own tiny globe. The line of equator that you are going to make on your orange has to pass right across the orange horizontally, and the pencil has to be inserted in the orange from the top to the bottom. That is, you can make it the North Pole and the South Pole, and you have to draw the prime meridian crossing the equator, and then you have to show how the earth moves on the tilted axis. After you have completed your activity, you can just take your orange and cut it through the equator to see how the equator divides the earth in two equal halves, the northern hemisphere on the top and the southern hemisphere at the bottom. And when you cut through the prime meridian, you will see that the earth on the left is the west hemisphere and to the right is the east hemisphere. Western hemisphere on the left and eastern hemisphere on the right. This is your assignment.